Hi everyone, I'm Coach Greg, and today we're going to talk about how to remove belly fat, specifically visceral fat. I am a professional fitness trainer who has helped people get rid of it many times, and believe me, there is a lot to tell you. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. This will help you not to miss new helpful tips and keep my channel growing. What is visceral fat? Visceral fat is a type of fat that accumulates around internal organs in the abdomen, such as the liver, pancreas, and intestines. Unlike subcutaneous fat, which we can see and feel, visceral fat is not visible externally, but its metabolic activity makes it extremely dangerous. So why is it so dangerous? Increased risk of metabolic disease. Studies show that visceral fat accumulation is associated with a higher risk of metabolic syndrome. That's high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and lipid problems. All of these increase the risk of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. Liver problems. Visceral fat can cause fatty liver disease. The fat accumulates in the liver cells, which can lead to more severe diseases such as non-alcoholic steatohepatitis and cirrhosis. Now it's worth talking about the causes of visceral fat. First, poor diet. The main cause of fat accumulation, including visceral fat, is the consumption of more calories than the body is able to expend. The caloric surplus is gradually deposited as fat, especially if a person does not engage in physical activity. Saturated and trans fats. These types of fats are found in foods such as fatty cuts of meat, butter, chips, and fast food. Saturated fats contribute to total body fat, while trans fats, which are often found in industrial foods, increase visceral fat and have been linked to inflammation. Nutrition has been dealt with. Now let's talk about the less obvious factors, such as stress. Stress plays a significant role in visceral fat accumulation, and this influence is mainly due to hormonal changes in the body. In particular, the hormone cortisol, often referred to as the stress hormone, is the culprit here. High levels of cortisol cause an increase in appetite and cravings for high-calorie foods, often rich in sugars and fats. Excess energy entering the body is converted into fat and deposited mainly in the abdomen, forming visceral fat. But it's worth highlighting another point about cortisol. In some people, cortisol can redistribute fat from the extremities to the abdominal area, where it accumulates as visceral fat. A study involving more than 2,000 adults found that higher levels of stress were associated with an increase in visceral fat, regardless of BMI. Genetics can also influence visceral fat levels. Some people have a genetic tendency to accumulate fat in the abdominal area, which increases the risk of visceral fat. Genetic factors can affect metabolic rate, fat cell distribution, and hormone levels in the body, all of which contribute to visceral fat accumulation. However, this is less common. If you think you have a genetic tendency to accumulate fat, it's worth remembering that lifestyle and eating habits play a more central role, and the right approach can help reduce the risks or eliminate visceral fat. Fighting it is simple enough. The key is to have patience and time. First, as you might have guessed, you need to do it through proper nutrition. To begin with, you should start by counting calories. It's not difficult, and there are a lot of apps that will help you with this. But you need to understand what kind of diet should be suitable for a calorie deficit. It's all individual and is selected by experience. My nutrition tips: increase protein intake. Protein foods help increase satiety and speed up your metabolism, which helps burn fat. You should also consider eliminating sunflower oil or minimizing it as much as possible, as it is very high in calories. Even adding these two items will start to help you lose weight. Sleep. The second tip that will help you trim fat is sleep. Studies show that insufficient sleep is linked to metabolic disorders that can lead to fat storage, especially visceral fat. Sleep quality includes not only the number of hours, but also how deeply and restfully a person sleeps. Sleep disorders such as obstructive sleep apnea lead to frequent awakenings and poor sleep recovery. A regular sleep schedule helps maintain the body's biorhythms, which is important for a healthy metabolism and maintaining a normal weight. Do not forget about sleep hygiene. First of all, you need to create darkness in the room. And secondly, to eliminate the sounds around you. Earplugs can help you with this, and a cool room helps you fall asleep quickly. Aerobic exercise. The third item that will help you get rid of fat is aerobic exercise. If you walk 10,000 steps or more every day, it will already help you lose weight. Any other exercise such as swimming, boxing, or volleyball will also be very helpful. In conclusion, let's summarize the main points that will help you get rid of visceral fat. Get enough sleep. Sleep at least 7-8 hours a night. It is also worth keeping in mind the quality of your sleep. Adjust your diet. This is the most important component of your challenge. Regular activity. This too can help you get rid of visceral fat. Getting rid of visceral fat requires a comprehensive approach. Don't just focus on one of these areas, but combine them for the best results. If you have any questions or want more personalized advice, post your question in the comments. This is where the video ends. To help build a proper workout and nutrition plan, I can help in my online introduction in my Telegram. Link in the description. See you in the next video.